So the 90s was a huge influence on me, purely on the fact that I knew, it was kind of like at the age where I knew that I wanted to do this for a living. I was grown up enough to realise what I wanted to do. One of the big records for me during that time was Gat Decor, Passion. Not only that, you know, like tracks like Frankie Knuckles' Tears, you know, another huge house record with piano in. Enjoy, you know, that you could roll them, you could talk about it all day, you know, artist-wise, but yeah, it was a very special moment for me, and it was also like at the age where I wasn't really allowed to go clubbing. Those tracks were being played, and it was just a great memory for me, really. So we're gonna go through some records that you know, really influenced me and helped shape me into like maybe the person I am today, and really sort of got me into house music in the first place. The first one is Golden Girls Kinetic, which is, I think it's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's this one. When I first heard this record and that hook come in, it was just like, wow, what is this? You know, the tingles down the back of the neck. And I mean, this is a newer copy, but I know originally it came out on R&S Records. Quite a hard one to get hold of now, but I'm still looking in the record shops for it at the moment. But yeah, it was an absolutely amazing record. I still drop it to this day, and you still get a great reaction, even with the young crowd, which I don't think maybe got it the first time round, but they definitely get it this time. So that's Golden Girls Kinetic. My second one was actually a track I heard in Miami in 1999, which is quite late 90s, but it's actually my and my wife's favourite record. We first met and got together and everything. It's Kings of Tomorrow, finally, and I think everyone knows that one, do you know what I mean? Yeah, an absolute classic. The chord changes are absolutely amazing. I think it takes about 5-6 minutes to get into it to change, but yeah, that's that one. Where was the other one? What was it? I mean, of course, we got the Prodigy album. This was like one of the first pieces of vinyl I brought. Kind of like the original hardcore. I mean, everyone knows Prodigy, but when I first heard this is actually like the double pack, which is absolutely amazing. Quite hard to get hold of actually now, but yeah, the Prodigy, man, to this day they're still absolutely amazing live act, and they influenced me a lot, especially the way he sampled his records and stuff. I mean, if you go and check out the records, and some of the records they've sampled are all like Kool and the Gang and the drums and stuff, you know, which they did for was it Voodoo People and tracks like that. So yeah, Prodigy, man, great live act. Definitely have to put it up there with Daft Punk and everyone. The other one, what was it? We had that. Of course, forgot about this. We had Alcatraz, Give Me Love. I think it came out, which I think this is like a dodgy copy which I got back in the day. I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or anything, but I know it came out on white label originally, and then AMPM Records signed it. But the hook, just incredible. I mean, and that little vocal hook. I know it was one of the first records I bought and actually spent all my pocket money on, which my mum and dad told me off about. But you know, look where I am now, so I think it works. So yeah, Alcatraz, Give Me Love, absolutely amazing track. And then, of course, I can't forget Gat Decor Passion, which is one of the Bad Boys. I think it's there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Gat Decor Passion. I was lucky enough to get this on white label. Got signed to Effective Records, but this is pure piano house for me, you know. And like I said earlier on, it was such a big influence on me when I first heard this. And I mean, I walked into the record shop. I think all the copies are gone, and the guy behind the shop, because I phoned up a couple of weeks before and said, look man, can you hold me a copy back? And he did me a favour and held one back. It was actually Dance 2 Records in Guildford, which I think helped with the signing, I think, back in the day. But yeah, Gat Decor Passion, one of the most amazing piano tracks I've ever heard in my life. I mean, it's quite impossible to do the top 5. It's almost like trying to do the top 5 or 10 of your favourite movies. You know, you can't do it. But those records that I picked were very influential, and I still listen to them to this day and get ideas and see how they created this and that. But for me, I think it's kind of cemented what Weiss is now, and a lot of people and fans have been saying they can hear the sounds of the 90s in my music now, which is very humbling. I'd probably say it's due to the fact of growing up and listening to those sort of records. But the thing is, it's kind of done a full circle now. The music scene, it's not so loads of noises and loads of percussion, etc. Artists are now going back to actually using original synths, original hardware to create this sound, because it's becoming really popular now. In fact, I'm back on this now, the Akai sampler. I mean, I do sample through Logic Audio, but I'm getting this kind of rawness by putting my samples through that and cutting them. I don't do it all the time, but yeah, I've gone back to using that, and it's actually really working. Electronic music, it swings around again, and it's very important not to forget where house music originated from. Obviously it goes around in circles, and you have periods of different genres popping in, popping out and now and again, but I think it's very important that we need to remember where house music came from.